Hey, this is Federico from Frozen Crown, and you're watching That Metal Interview.
That Metal Interview.
A power metal band directly from the country of Italy, that is, by the name of Frozen Crown. And that is our focus on this episode of That Metal Interview podcast. And we have leader, producer, artwork director, artist, guitarist, keyboardist, former vocalist for the band. We are speaking of Federico Mondelli, Italian extraordinaire on the guitar for the band Frozen Crown of the genre of power metal. For those of you that don't know the name, Napalm Records is who they pertain to as far as recordings and musical material to be released. And as we speak of record labels, they have their 5th studio full-length album, War Hearts, W-A-R, like a war hearts. It will be dropping on October 18th of this year, 2024. And right now, let's listen to, and I present to you one of their awesome and most recent hits, single and video, for the title track for the album, War Hearts. We'll be right back. This band pertains to Italy, the country of Italy, as I said. And a bit of information here. There are 3 girls in the band and 3 guys in the band. So isn't that cool? Talk about a 50-50% split there on the band there. So isn't that very cool? We talk about that as I talk to Federico about the split and how the band acquired their most recent guitar player, Alessia Lanzone, on the rhythm guitars, and he talks about how they split the 3 guitars on the recordings and live. Of course, we know of a triple axe attack from Leatherwolf, triple axe attack from Iron Maiden, of course, amongst other rock metal acts out there. And this is another one for the list. Frozen Crown is the name of the band. And let's go directly to the interview and chat with our friend and very cool guy, very, very down to earth, talented for sure, Federico of Frozen Crown. Check it out. What part of the planet are you at? Where are you?
Yeah, okay. So I'm currently in Italy, northeast Italy.
Okay, cool. Italian, huh?
Yeah, Italian.
Very cool. So is the whole band from Italy, or is there members from different places, or?
No, the whole band is from Italy, mostly from northern Italy, even if me and our new guitar player Alessia are originally from southern Italy, but all from Italy, yeah.
So take us to the beginning of your career, Federico. How did you get into playing guitar, and which band got you into that?
Yeah, okay. I started listening to a lot of, blues and soul music when I was very young. I was listening, I actually started watching the Blues Brothers movie. That pretty much introduced me to music. I was watching that movie like...
The 1980 one, or the 1980 Blues Brothers, or the 2000?
No, the original one, yeah. Yeah, absolutely. So I was absolutely, into that movie. So I was listening to all that kind of, classic blues, like, I don't know, Cab Calloway or, James Brown, whatever. Then I listened to Kiss. It was a double platinum, and you're wearing also the t-shirt, yeah. And it was a friend of mine that made me listen for the first time to Love Gun. And that was the first time I was listening to an electric guitar, actually, rocking hard. So I was really, I was like, shocked by that song. And to me, it was the heaviest thing ever, And yeah, that really put me, got me into rock music. So I started wanting to play electric guitar. And then later, I remember I discovered Europe. With the In the Future to Come song, which pretty much introduced me to metal. And then Yngwie J. Malmsteen as well. And from that I went straight to Children of Bodom, actually. So I started, playing metal guitar and became a metal fan, actually, yeah.
Nice. Which was your first guitar? Did you have an acoustic guitar or an electric?
I had a Suzuki and also a Yamaha acoustic guitar, which I didn't technically have. They were my father's. But my first electric guitar and my first guitar ever was actually an Ibanez Roadstar, which is here. It's the one that can be seen in the Water Dancer video, the white one, actually. Yeah, I can take it if you have 1 second.
Sure.
Let me take it without destroying. Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah. So this is my first guitar ever.
Nice.
I have got this guitar. This guitar is exactly old as me because this is from '86 actually.
Really? Wow.
And so we have the same age. And I got this second-hand Yeah, and it's with me since I guess 25 years or something. Yeah.
Wow, so you take care of your things, huh?
Yeah, absolutely. And I also used these in a video. I mean, not in recording, but I use this in a video with Frozen Crown and also in a live show with Frozen Crown as well. But this is still playing actually, and also very well. Yeah.
Wow, very cool. Nice.
Yeah, absolutely.
Which was your first band?
My first band was, of course, like a cover band. I wanted to play guitar, but everybody wanted me to sing, actually. So I remember we were playing Judas Priest, a lot of, quite some Iron Maiden stuff. And then my first band was a melodic death metal band. We were playing covers by, Dark Tranquillity from the album The Gallery, for example, which is still one of my favorite. And then we switched on the anathema kind of music, so something slower, more on the doom, gothic, quite, sort of music. So I don't know, My Dying Bride or Moonspell, that kind of stuff. We were playing, of course, original music. And then I formed a rock blues band, which is called Be the Wolf, and of which is still alive actually, and of which I'm the lead singer. Just a second, this is it. This is the Japanese version of one album of that band actually, and with this band I went straight to Japan.
Wow.
And this gave me the chance to sign for a Japanese label and to propose them a solo project. That solo project was eventually going to become Frozen Crown. So that's how Frozen Crown started. Yeah.
So, what do you think drives you to write songs and riffs? What's your inspiration here for Frozen Crown? Where do you think it comes from?
Well, I think from everyday life. I mean, Frozen Crown came in a specific period when I was working so hard on music and I was having very little result. So I was very frustrated. So the first song in the first Frozen Crown album is called Fail No More. And there was something I was saying to myself, okay, this is going to be my last chance. I'm not going to fail this time. I really wanted to make something with music. That, of course, I didn't want to become rich with music, but I just wanted to have a band that could be self-sufficient somehow, So I tried that with Frozen Crown, and that's it. So I really talked about all my frustration in those songs, all my disillusionment as well. But then, as soon as I was writing new music, I was, of course, happier. I was always happy. I've always been happy when I was writing music. So, Frozen Crown are filled with positive lyrics, actually. Filled with hope, and doing the best you can with the time you have got. Also, Jade, our singer, is taking part in lyric writing sometimes, and also she is obsessed with this concept of time, doing the best with the time you have, the whole carpe diem stuff, the whole, having limited time with the people you love, so having to do the best you can with that time, and of course doing the best you can with your time, so being a better person. And so these themes of self-improvement are pretty much what's behind Frozen Crown lyrics mostly. Yeah.
How about the name Frozen Crown? Who came up with that name, and what's behind that?
Oh, well, at first we were heavily inspired by Celtic Frost, lyrically wise, and I really loved the Celtic Frost name. At the same time, I was I've always been in love with the Norwegian black metal, but most importantly with Immortal. So I really wanted the name to something like Frost, Eyes, Frozen something. And then Frozen Crown came out, I guess, talking with the Japanese label probably, because that had to sound, powerful and regal. It has to have something like, ancient somehow, but also, how can I say, powerful. And so Frozen Crown just looked like the best combination. We wanted to, of course, we already were recording some songs, and all those were really reminiscent of northern metal. So maybe they had Swedish death metal vibes. They were influenced by Finnish power metal. So of course the Frozen concept, also having a blonde singer, pretty northern in looks, also influenced somehow the choice of having that kind of name. Yeah, probably.
So what would you consider the genre? Do you think it's symphonic, or is it power metal?
Well, I wouldn't say symphonic, for the simple fact that we happen to have songs that have got no keyboards at all, or maybe very little. I would say we are playing a very guitar-oriented power metal, but I would say we also have a lot of melodic death metal influences in the riffing. I mean, I would say probably the power metal band we are closer to, if I have to think about guitars, is Hammerfall. And that's also, quite a, that band is also coming from, partially from people that actually were part of In Flames, for example. So I would say we have got this kind of Swedish root, probably, in our riffs. So yeah, I would say it's power metal, but heavily influenced by Swedish death metal and Swedish power metal, and maybe we also have some classic metal vibes here and there, probably. I don't know.
Nice. I'm a big fan of Halloween.
Oh, me too. Yeah, me too.
Are you a fan too?
Absolutely. Yeah, I love Halloween. You have to. At least for what concerns me, I'm more attached to Andy Darius. But just for how can I say, I discovered them with the Power of the Oath. I'm not. I was probably too young when the Keepers album came. Everybody was talking about the Keepers. Everybody's talking about Keepers. I was probably too young, or maybe I was not into that kind of music. I discovered Halloween with the Power of the Oath album, and to me, that album, and especially the song Power, have been so influential. And I really love Andy Darius. I really love him. I love the way he took care of the band and basically became their, how can I say, leader, but most importantly, is also managing them somehow, And I really love that kind of role, also because I can identify with that role, because I feel more like a manager rather than being a guitar player myself, yeah.
So that's what you do in Frozen Crown, that's what you do? You're kind of like the manager?
Yeah, absolutely. I'm taking care about art direction, and well, I also take care about the video clips, for example. Of course, I work with a team, but I take care about video clip, art direction and editing. I take care of photos. I draw the album covers. Yeah, I also do all the songwriting aspect and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, I'm mostly managing the band. Yeah. So that's what I feel more than being a musician, actually. Yeah. Absolutely.
Wow, that's a lot of. You're wearing a lot of hats. You're one of the guitar players, songwriter, art cover artist. management? You're
Yeah, I'm doing a lot of things, but I mean, I'm doing that because I love doing that. There are people that start playing guitar and say, okay, I want to be a guitar player. I want to play this guitar all over the world. I was born as a guitar player just because I wanted to write my song. But I was always more attracted by the creative aspect, working in the studio, working on a video, working on an album cover, working on an album, rather than playing live. I mean, I love playing live, but that's a consequence, It's not my main goal, so to speak.
So speaking of albums, let's talk about your new album, War Heart.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
Number 5. This is number 5 for you guys. Are you excited?
Yes.
October 18th.
Yes.
How is the reception so far, and are you guys excited?
Well, we are extremely excited because, I mean, for several reasons, but first because, of course, this is the first album on Napalm Records, and that's, of course, a huge step forward for us. We are feeling this album pretty much as it was like a debut album somehow, because of course we are with a new label, much bigger label than the one we were before. So of course there are a lot of new people that are going to listen to this album, At the same time, we are also very excited about the fact we have got this new guitar player with us, and we have got this 3 guitar lineup now, and we really feel complete now. We feel like a whole family, when we are around, when we go around playing in festivals or touring and so on. We are always together. We're sharing a lot of time together, even our free time. Actually, we're friends, and we have got some beautiful vibes, and we are absolutely loving this. So this album is actually reflecting this kind of brotherhood, this kind of friendship we have got, and we are sharing all together. Yeah, absolutely. So this album is very significant, and also this is the first album where all members put their hands onto during the recording phase, because previously, I mean, especially our first 2 albums were totally written and recorded by me and our singer Jade. Later in the 3rd album, our guitar player Fabiola started recording some guitar solos, and in this album everybody actually contributed more to the arrangement, so it's an album that reflects the band as a whole. Yeah, sorry for going too long in these answers. Yeah,
no, that's good. Fans want to hear you speak. They want to hear your side.
Okay.
Yeah, they want to hear what's going on with the band, and all these things mean a lot to the fans. So the more you talk, the better.
Okay.
Fans, right? So talk to us about adding a 3rd guitar player here. Now there's 3 guitar players, including yourself. And the second question is, how would you split those parts live? How do you do that? I mean,
this is of course very interesting. Well, we always had a ton of tracks, a ton of guitar tracks in the studio. We always had them, especially starting from our 3rd album. When we released our 4th album, Call of the North, in which we had recorded a lot of guitar tracks, we found that me and our other guitar player Fabiola were sharing, of course, the parts, and we were playing a lot of harmonized twin guitar parts. So when we were playing those, of course, we didn't have a rhythm guitar going. We didn't have the wall of sound, and the songs were really, how can I say, weak sounding somehow. They didn't have that kind of powerful impact. Of course, all the sound guys and everybody was like, oh yeah, of course, you have to put everything as a backing track. They were suggesting, but we've always been very much against the backing tracks. We didn't like that at all. I mean, we have right now keyboards as a backing tracks, but as I say, some songs we don't even have keyboards, so they are just there because they are in the album, but if we don't have them, we can play live anyway. But having guitars, just like having vocals, would have sound that just too bad, you know. So for that reason, we were like, okay, let's just add a third guitar player. So everybody, when people is playing twin harmonized guitar riff, the third one can play rhythms. Now, about how we split this live, that was really natural because, of course, I don't know, for what concerns the songs previously released before the new guitar player coming, of course she's playing some rhythms every now and then, maybe when I play a guitar solo, but for example, I left all the leads to her, so maybe I can focus more on vocals because I'm also singing. For what concerns the new songs were actually written exactly having 3 guitars in mind. So we don't have that problem of splitting tracks. We're just recording what has been made in the studio. Because in the studio now we have this layer of 1 octave lower guitar, which is mine, the 7-string guitar actually. And then you have got a layer of rhythm guitar that is played like in the middle. And then you have got all the leads high. So it's also structured already as a 3 guitar band in the studio. So it's really natural to play that live, yeah.
Oh, that's cool. Kind of like Iron Maiden, they got 3 guys in there.
Yeah, pretty much, yes. Also because we are switching through solos. I mean, all of us is playing guitar solos. We're not just the rhythm guitar player and the lead. Everybody's lead, everybody's rhythm. So we just share parts and yeah.
Yeah, a little bit different on the genre. Maiden is not a power. They're just a regular heavy metal band, I guess. But they still got to assign 3 guitar parts, with Janik in there. And so that's cool. That's cool. You got to figure out what you're going to record and who's going to play what. And so how about the new guitar player, Alessia? How did you find her?
Yeah.
Was it online?
Well, yeah, no. Well, actually, she has always been a fan of Frozen Crown. And, you know, a lot of fans write to us on social networks, you know, on Instagram, on Facebook. So she was writing to us because, you know, she was a fan of the band. She was also sending us videos of her playing covers of our band. And we even happened to meet her in person because she's literally living 5 minutes from here. So we happened to meet her, to know her family. She was like 16 years old or something back then. And there was, I mean, we became friends, and also we were absolutely noticing how good she was at playing guitar. So when we had the idea of adding a third guitar player, we didn't have any doubt. I mean, she was meant to be that. I mean, we never made an audition for the third guitar player. We never put like can I say, like we never searched for exactly. We never searched for another guitar player. We just went straight to her and said, okay, do you want to be our third guitar player? That's it. Because she was already somehow part of the crew, so to speak. In fact, we announced her 1 year ago, and we had been working together for 1 year earlier. So she's been part of the band since a long time, and we had to keep her secret, yeah.
Well, so when you guys were arranging War Hearts, did you go back and, I know you're the leader, did you go back and listen to your previous albums, maybe check out Call of the North, or did you go fresh with your ideas on the making new music, you know?
Yeah, we just went fresh. I think we were really inspired. Also the 3 guitar thing, I mean, I was knowing from the very beginning this was something that was going to be played live as a 3 guitar piece. So this, for example, translated in the structure our title track War Hearts actually have. So it was already thought as a way to showcase our new guitar player, for example. In fact, she's playing the first guitar solo in the album. As soon as you listen to the album, the first guitar solo is hers. It was basically structured also visually for the 3 guitars, so that was really stimulating. And yeah, we had got a lot of ideas that really didn't went back to listen to the album. Also, we didn't care if we happened to repeat ourselves. This is not, I mean, not in an arrogant way, but just with what I told you before in mind. We were signing with Napalm, a brand new label, and we were going to be listened to. We were going to end up being listened to a lot of new people. So for us, trying to make a different album, maybe more experimental one or something, would have been made no sense. I mean, now we were just telling the world, hey, world, we are Frozen Crown, we are here, and this is our music. So War Hearts literally reflects some of our classic, how can I say, I mean, topics, but also our style. And we never were afraid of repeating ourselves, because we say, you know, nowadays there is this very sad thing where people maybe didn't even listen to half of your songs, because when you release albums nowadays, people are listening to the singles and maybe watching the videos and maybe listening to the most popular songs, and a lot of songs get wasted there, like, you know.
Yeah.
And that's very sad. So for that, also for that reason, we weren't afraid of repeating ourselves, you know, because we had some good ideas in the past. We loved to express them also in this album as well, yeah, you know, and give them, of course, new life, and maybe making them better, yeah, hopefully. But
yeah, a lot of good.
Never being afraid of repeating ourselves. Sorry. Yeah.
A lot of good music left in the past, kind of. Is that what you're saying? There's a lot of stuff that people don't get to listen to.
Absolutely.
They only check out the videos only. Maybe Spotify, click here, click there. So I guess your chance to present these songs is live, I guess, huh? You can present these songs live for people that are not familiar with the older Frozen Crown songs. So that's your chance right there. So speaking about that, how is your set list looking for this coming up tour? Are there any surprises there with older songs, or you just doing a bunch of new stuff?
So you mean the tour with Camelot, right?
Yeah.
Well, we are not playing a headlining set, of course. We are playing, a relatively short set. So for that reason, and also because we are supporting a much bigger band, so presumably we are actually going to meet a lot of new people that don't even know us, maybe. We thought about playing a mixture, of course, of old songs, songs, the most representative songs from all eras of Frozen Crown. And but of course, yeah, we are going to play at least one song from the latest album, from the new one coming on Napalm, of course.
So do you guys, it's a dumb question, do you guys rehearse for the tour, or do you guys just go up there and do it like that?
This time we are just going to rehearse once to set everything up with our sound guy. But the reason is simple. We pretty much came back from the Prog Power in Atlanta, but also from 3 shows, one in Spain, one in Romania, one in Italy, where we played a headlining set, so very long set, and we had already the chance to rehearse a lot for these events. So of course we are not going to rehearse any new song. So yeah, we are not going to rehearse that much for the tour. Yeah.
What's your favorite part of touring, Federico?
My favorite part of touring is, of course, being on stage and see all people going crazy and singing along with us, and every time I'm like, I'm still like, oh my god, I'm going to go on stage and now nobody is going to know who we are, you know. Then we go on stage and everybody say, oh, and I hear people saying, you know, Jade, or calling me with my name, you know, or saying Sheena to our guitar player. So I say, oh my god, they know us, wow. And that's still, you know, very surprising to me, because yeah, that's still something I still have to realize. But I also absolutely love to spend time with people after the show. So I'm really often at the merch stand, or you know, because you know I really love to talk with people. Most importantly, also because. You know, talking with someone that wants to know you deeply and maybe is talking to you about, you know, your lyrics and stuff, or about what your music represents to them, that really is a proof that that guy or that girl is actually, you know, has actually listened to your music. And that's really, you know, that's very important to me. They spent their time, their precious time, listening to me. And for that reason, I think it's correct. It's the right thing to do, to actually spend time for them. They deserve that. And this is also the reason why I hope we never, or maybe the latest possible, because at some point you are not the one deciding that. I hope the latest possible we happen to make those VIP sessions. I'm really not a big fan of that, because I don't like the idea about, you know, knowing that people that can't afford paying more is going to spend more time with you. I mean, maybe if someone else, I mean, our agent or, you know, someone decides in the future that we have to do this VIP meet and greets, probably I'm going to do them, but then I'm going to go through people after the show anyway, you know, because to me it's really important to talk with as many people as possible, and you know, to share everything they have to share with me, and vice versa. Yeah,
that means a lot. That means a lot to fans when you meet them, when they talk to you, or the rest of the band members. You know, because us fans, we see you on YouTube, on our phones, on our TVs, or whatever, and then you guys are there in person, and we can shake your hand, we can talk to you. And as you said, tell a story about a certain song that means this to us. So that's very cool. If you guys are open to meeting fans. There's some artists that don't like to meet fans. They get off the stage and they run to the bus or to the van. So that's real cool of you guys. That's cool, nice.
Well, you know, thank you. I really care about that. I mean, for me, I don't only think fans actually deserve having my time, but also the most important thing to me as an artist is to be real. I mean, I am real. I'm a real music fan. I'm a real enthusiast. I write music because that's the music I would like to listen to. I'm a fan, you know. If my music sounds, similar to, Children of Bodom or Sonata Arctica or whatever, that's because I love those bands. I worship those bands. I'm an enthusiast. I am just a music fan, you know, and this to me is very, very important, and it's integral to my artist persona. I mean, I really want people to see that I'm real. We are all real. I mean, all band members are real, are chill people, loving to, you know, having just, the time of their lives, you know, having a beer together with a fan, or together with, you know, witnessing a show, attending a show, sorry. So it's just like that. I mean, I really want people to know we are real, and we are there just, to have fun, not to become rich, not because of ego, just because we absolutely enjoy that and sharing time with fans. Yeah.
Which is your favorite track here on War Hearts?
Well, I would say I would say the last one, Ice Dragon, because it has got a special meaning to me. I mean, on a personal level, but also because it's like, I mean, every album, it's like a movie, and the final track is like the ending. The ending is always the most epic part that also somehow solves everything and somehow summarize the whole album. That song is very important to me. I really hope to play that live, but of course the song is really long. It's quite long, and maybe that's unlikely now, but of course in a headliner show in the future, we would love to play that song live as well. Yeah.
So after these interviews, Federico, where's the band heading? What's on your agenda and schedule here? What's going on here?
Oh well, we are shipping the tons of albums and T-shirts people ordered, because we have been literally overwhelmed with that. So we are just getting crazy in signing all the albums and packing and shipping them, and of course doing the preparation for the incoming tour with Camelot, which is of course happening with in a couple of weeks with Camelot, Blackbriar, and Ad Infinitum. And also we are working at a lot of things for 2025 that of course I cannot tell yet, but of course I mean, I really hope that our fans can soon enjoy a proper headlining show of Frozen Crown everywhere, or at least to start with all around Europe. So let's hope that happens, and that's it. Yeah. And by the way, you've been very kind, and I really, really, really enjoyed this interview. It was really cool and really interesting, and the questions were really interesting. Thank you.
Thank you for making time. So War Hearts, October 18th for people watching and listening. Pick it up, pre-order, and all that. So thank you, Federico, and hopefully we'll see you in the U.S. sometime soon.
Absolutely. Yeah, we hope to be back soon. And yeah, maybe next year, who knows? Yeah, it will be amazing.
Awesome.
Thank you again.
Do not forget to pick up the band's 5th full-length album, War Hearts, Frozen Crown. You guys can stream it very soon here on October 18th. Right now you can catch their singles on YouTube and all streaming services. They got a couple of singles out there and videos for you guys via, or should I say via, Napalm Records. And we thank Federico for spending time with us and chatting with his fans, of course. And he says, I don't know if you noticed, but he says, I'm not sure if people want to hear my voice. I'm talking too much. And I'm like, no. Fans want to hear the artist talk and not me. I am only the person hosting and throwing question at this person, at this artist, right? So people want to hear what you have to say, Federico. And of course, that goes to every artist out there that doubts their fan base, or maybe not doubts, but maybe they think they shouldn't be talking too much. People want to hear what they're saying. People want to hear what the artist feels, what they do, their hobbies, what they listen to, what's on their playlist, guitar work, guitar instruments, amplifiers, what they use live, blah, 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 etc., 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 right? So I believe I'm speaking for the fan base here. So anyways, thank you, Federico. Great job of chatting with myself and your fans as they're listening to your new record and your new singles out there. Album, don't forget to pick it up, guys and girls. War Hearts, dropping October 18th of this year, 2024. Napalm Records presents. And so don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Follow us on social media, Facebook, X, Instagram. That metal interview at that metal interview. Anyway, so don't forget to keep it metal.
That metal interview.